Welcome to the second episode where we continue our discussion with Victoria Mukunga on her transition into campus. Please stay with us. So is there a platform or forum where students can find help through these challenges?
Yes, there is, or rather there are. In campus we have these wellness centers. We have a wellness center is where students would go get advice, especially in KU there was one. So they would get free mentorship. They would get free mentorship from psychotherapists and from their fellow students who would sign up to be mentors. So they'd get free mentorship, they'd get guidance on whatever problem they're going through. So there were forums and even the clubs, the organizations within the school where students would come together and do activities together to some, for instance, community projects. So yes, there are forums that, but I'm guessing most students are not aware of them. So the schools should make sure that as soon as students join campus, they are made aware of the programs that exist within the school.
So there isn't much awareness on the programs that that students can engage into.
Yes. Most students, I doubt they are aware of all these facilities that are there for them. Because some of these issues, when you hear a student committed suicide or when you hear what students are going through, if they knew that they could get free mentorship and free guidance, I bet they would make better decisions.
Do you think the university should be involved actively in warning or preparing students as they get into campus about the obvious, problems and challenges that they would face? Yeah.
I think so, but sometimes you understand them. You understand the huge number of students in universities. It would be overwhelming for them to offer specialized attention to each and every student. So that's why they have these resources and they want you to take the initiative to look for some of these things. So at times I understand the fact that they wouldn't necessarily keep reminding students of these forums, but if only they would make sure that it's a requirement, let's say, to be part of a certain program. As long as you're part, if you want to graduate, you have to have taken a certain course, let's say a leadership course or a mentorship. You should have a mentor. Such things would help students to manage their problems in a better way.
Yeah, because I'm talking about now that kind of awareness from the university. I'm just wondering, do you think that the university need to be more deliberate on focusing more on the social aspect of the university? The impact that has on the student as opposed to just academic.
I personally, I think that considering they have given students the room to come up with all these organizations, that is their way of trying to help students. Because all this, it wasn't hard to come up with an organization. Because I remember I was part of 2 organizations that dealt with mental health programs. They would have meetings, they would have self-help groups within the school. They organize films, they talk about issues that students are facing. So there are no restrictions. So people can come up with their own way to manage these issues. So I guess that's their way of making sure that students can create their own forums. So I think that was the part where I see they did well, because they give students the room to interact with each other and create the organizations themselves.
If for a student who just finished 4th form, they are looking forward to joining campus, they're probably excited about it. They have all these things that they have had. Others are probably worried and anxious, they are fearful. What advice would you give to them?
First, making to university is a big thing. It's something exciting. So I wouldn't want to give them specific advice. I would just tell them to be true to themselves, to explore new things, to make sure they're learning new skills.
Yeah.
They are interacting with people. They learn how to interact, because people are nice. I could say people are nice. People are willing to teach you. They are willing to explore life with you. So if they should be more open-minded and try to see what is there for them. Because for us personally, I tried a lot of things. I did radio. I did all these mentorship programs. I was looking out for new things to do. So campus is full of life. There's a lot to be done. There's so many things you can learn. There's so many groups we can join. There's salsa, there's dance, there's music. It's wholesome. So if they get to campus and try to be open-minded, they are going to be better people. They are going to meet young people who are doing great things. Like I was blown by the number of things that people do, and you wouldn't know these things if you're just stuck in your room, just going through your phone. But if you leave your room and try to interact with people, the best part about campus is that there's always something going on. Activities, all these social events. So they should try to make sure that they are part of this side of campus life. The academics works too, but if they try to be part of the social life as well, they're going to discover who they are in a faster way, as compared to enclosing yourself and trying to see life through the eyes of other people. Because I'm so sure the experience I had is totally different from the experience another person had. And that's because I chose to do certain things, and I chose to interact with certain people based on the organizations I joined, the activities I did, and all that.
That looks like you need to be deliberate about looking for avenues to grow. Not just grow your skills socially, and the forums, the avenues are many.
Yes, they are.
Is there something that you wished you knew, before joining campus?
I wish I knew that I'd meet so many people in one place, and I wish I was more. I had learned. Okay, don't regret it, because now I have grown. But if I was more self-aware, I would not have wandered around lost most of the time, especially in first year. There's so much that you don't know, you're not aware of. You are almost confused. But then when you the decision I made was because I remember even after I made friends, and I realized I had to start going out more, and not going out in the sense of partying and all that, but taking part in more activities. That was a decision I made just because I was bored. But if I had been given that option earlier on, you see, it would have made me more self-aware, more socially comfortable to interact with people, because all the good things that I've had from campus came from the social interactions. So if I would have learned earlier how to interact with people, how to make friends, how to introduce myself to people, how to organize events, to bring people together, I wish I would have learned that earlier, but it slowly became part of my life.
So it looks like you started as a way of killing boredom, but with time you realize it's something that is growing.
It was nice because, I started it as I realized I wasn't doing much in school, because the classes are not that hectic. So you realize you have so much time on your hands. There's not much you're doing, you're not working. But then when you interact with people, you attend events, you start realizing people are doing amazing things. Young people have businesses, they have organizations, they're running big farms, and they're doing that from their hostels. So that was inspiring.
Looks like there's need to talk to the people who are doing things in campus, because I think that's never highlighted.
Because there are people who started their organizations as early as first year. And in first year you realize, I was confused in first year, so how comes he was so self-aware and was able to start an organization? So there must have been something that they knew that I didn't know. Yes.
Wow, we really have, the pleasure of listening to you, Victoria. In conclusion, what would you just say? One thing that you just would want to say to the viewers, and specifically to the people who are wondering and looking forward to getting into campus?
I would love to say that campus is interesting. Campus is fun. It was the best time of my life because I worked hard together academically. So campus is interesting. It's fun. It's wholesome. So they should not be afraid to explore, to discover who they are, to learn more about themselves. And this only happens when you get out more, when you are open to activities, to learning, to socializing. And that's how life is generally. If you stay in the house, if you lock yourself up, you never realize how awesome you are or how awesome other people are. So the more they should be confident enough to make sure that they want to learn more about their surroundings, the people around them, and they'll have a better campus life. Yes.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Victoria, for talking to us and for opening our eyes and for giving us a perspective, a different perspective on campus life. And hopefully that our viewers will be able to get some tips about the transition into campus. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please keep tuned in for more conversations on Relatable with Lucy. Thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, for commenting. Please keep the conversation going. Bye-bye.